Hello to all my beautiful collective. This your girl Empress Mel on the ones and twos and twos and threes. About to get ready to do a quick little check in for my collective. If it's something that resonates, it'll resonate. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Please do not force it to fit if it's not your story. If you like and or love what I do, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow on your way out, and I'd appreciate it. Nonetheless, let's get into this reading. Let's hope everybody have a positive and productive day. When I tell y'all I've been sick as fuck, like dude, I knew it was some type of separation energy. I knew it. That's crazy. That's how I've been. Well, I ain't gonna say sick as fuck, but I'm gonna say I was pretty like not feeling well, like literally. Girl, I was like, damn, fuck. I hate when I get sick. That shit is so annoying. Nonetheless, let's get into damn. Let's get into this reading. Okay. So obviously, I see it's a runner and chaser relationship. I see the chaser and I see the runner. So with the chaser card, it says fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependency. And then with the runner card, it says fear of intimacy, running away, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So with that, I'm just getting it's been like a lot of in and out, on and off the situation dynamics within this relationship, or situationship, or bond or connection, or whatever you want to refer to it as. But for whatever reason, I'm getting situationship energy heavy as fuck. Honestly, because I with that I'm just getting like in and out ass energy. Literally, I see the chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependency. But honestly, I feel like this is for my divine feminine collective. I think that my divine feminine collective once upon a time was the chaser, as in you had some type of codependency energy with the runner, which would be the divine masculine. Because it was like you may have had some complicated relationship dynamics prior to getting into this connection with this person, and with you having complicated relationship dynamics, and you may have a certain set of positive feelings and attachment that you have with this person. And with that being said, I'm getting that you really just went all in, because the chaser energy, I cannot help but feel as though you went all in head first for some reason, is what I'm kind of feeling within this relationship dynamic. And that's just what it is. Okay, collective. It says fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependency. So I'm getting heavy codependent energy as a mood. And I feel like you chased him a lot because you are codependent energy, because you didn't want to be by yourself. So I'm almost getting it's low key giving me desperate. Like you really was willing to do anything to be around this person. And I feel like you allowed this person to probably disrespect you in multiple ways. And so with you allowing this person to disrespect you in multiple ways, I feel as though that's what makes me feel like you was the one who kind of like went all in within this relationship dynamic. But I feel like something about that energy ended, because it says the relationship is over, no more second chances, grow and transform, and what's dead is dead. And I feel like at some point within the chasing energy that you were in, I think you begin to kind of realize that what is the purpose of me really chasing this person, because I feel like the red flags was always there, but because maybe you had some type of complicated upbringing, it caused you to stay attached to a relationship dynamic that probably wasn't the best, if you even want to call it a relationship dynamic, because maybe it was just a situationship. But I feel like with the no second chances, I feel like on again, off again, that make me feel like you gave this person multiple opportunities, and I feel like they disrespected a lot of boundaries. The reason why I say that is because I say not today. But the cards say not today. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding a conversation, not dealing with, and you're still upset. And I feel like it could have been something that put the nail in the coffin for me, and with the nail in the coffin being put in it, but it was from the divine feminine's perspective. So on whatever level that they disrespected you, I feel like that put the nail in the coffin, and with that putting the nail in the coffin, it makes me feel like that was the end of that time when you were the one who was pursuing a relationship dynamic with this person, because I feel like finally you began to see things for what it was. And so I feel like with that, I'm seeing that you did a lot of growing and a lot of transforming. And I think you just begin to realize, if he don't want it to work, then why would I chase him? I do see addictive energy. I feel like this connection, because I don't want to call it a situationship, but then again, I don't want to call it a relationship, because honestly speaking, I'm not really sure what to call it. But I'm just getting that it was something that needed to grow and transform. I feel like it's something that needs to grow and transform within the connection dynamic regardless. And I feel like it's something about the divine feminine that grew and transformed, that got you away from this addictive energy. It says addiction, codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotionally blocked. Because I feel like you began to see just how emotionally blocked at some point this divine masculine energy was in. I say divine masculine, divine feminine, and I'm gonna have to say it because my cards is telling me to say it because it's a twin flame. And I was feeling that and thinking that, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to say that because I never really seen a twin flame card. But when it's the runner and chaser, for me, that's automatically twin flame because that's just what happened with twin flames. But it say twin flame, yin yang balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes them twin flame situations can really, really be complicated and complex, honestly speaking. And I'm just getting that this is a situation that's very, very complicated and complex. And that is the exact reason why I said I'm not going to call this a relationship nor a situationship. I don't know what to call it. Actually, that's really why I said that. And obviously speaking, the runner was the next card that popped out. It says fear of intimacy, running away, intensity of letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So that's what made me feel like, makes me feel as though is further proof that it was an on again, off again relationship dynamic. Okay, we see sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So I feel like it's some type of additional energy that was in this situation, which is so crazy because I see the snake, competition, and enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder. Be quiet. Be quiet. And this is where their relationship dynamic was pushed to, pushed to the ends. Because remember when I said nail in the coffin, and then I said you began to see at some point as a divine feminine that it wasn't going to work out, at least not at that time the way that you wanted it. Because it's somebody, I'm getting 5 of Wands energy, it was some type of competition or enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder, and it was always some type of red flag. So with the look over your shoulder, I feel like that's red flag energy for me. It says meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and building a friendship. And I feel like, but it's something about, I'm feeling like rebuilding of the relationship dynamic between you and this person. Okay, I'm seeing that. And I still feel like I'm not necessarily seeing that this person may be with your person, which will be the other woman that spoke of in these cards, but I'm just seeing that it could be some type of cycle that this divine master could be working on closing out. Because I'm also picking up that while you have gained a different perspective in the relationship dynamic, I also pick up that relationship situation dynamic, whatever you want to call it. I also pick up that this person has too, because it's a ship, cutting ties, moving on, received what you need, progression, and arriving. And I'm just getting that that's a lot of the energy that's coming from the divine masculine in question that we're speaking of. So I'm getting a lot of energy of him. He is in the process of cutting ties, or for the majority of my divine feminine collective, he could have already cut ties, and he's in the process of trying to move on to put himself in a better position to receive what he needs, and he wants some type of progression to come between you and this person. But also I'm getting that another thing that he could be cutting ties with or closing out a cycle with also is this competition indoor enemy, the other woman, someone that you felt like you needed to look over your shoulder as in regards to that he was dealing with. Because I'm seeing a separation, I see sadness, bittersweet, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain of the future. But I feel like this happened, but I feel like it only happened because you stopped chasing. Just like you stop chasing, like, and when you stop chasing, remove your energy, because I'm getting it with some type of red flag indicator that made you feel like, you know what, I'm gonna stop. Because obviously whatever, I don't know what it was, like a light bulb came on in your head, and you just like, I'm gonna just stop right here because I just don't see this shit going nowhere. And since you didn't see this shit going nowhere, I am seeing a lot of energy of detachment that came about. It says seduction, attraction and teasing, hooking up and dating, a third party, and temptation. Telling you, I told you. I knew it. I knew it was gonna pop up. I told you. I knew it. It says the butterfly, evolving in growth, a new phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. But I'm getting this releasing the past and new phase energy majorly coming from my divine masculine collective that we speaking on. This is your divine masculine. I know that to be a fact because we do have twin flame, and then we have the runner and the chaser dynamic. Okay. Because he knew it was something old school about the way that he was thinking, outdated thinking in condition, replaying events over in your head. I feel like not only you, but this person has been, and I feel like with that, in which you detaching, this is what's calling this person in the actuality. Okay, because I feel like he liked the thrill of you steady pursuing you until you stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. So I definitely pick up that this is all that this person is going to do. And so that's what's going on within this relationship dynamic that I'm speaking of at this time. Other than that, collective, that's what I have for you. I hope y'all have a positive and productive evening. Peace and Prismatic out.